Hi guys, it's Crystal. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to show you guys how to make this super cute Easter treat bag with the bunny popping out on the front and his little tush on the back. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so let's go ahead and start with the box first, where we're going to use our scoreboard again, and this time the paper is going to measure 6 by 11. So the very first score line, what we're going to do is we're going to turn it the same thing we did last time. We're going to turn it, we're going to score at the 2-inch mark. So we're going to score all the way down, turn it back. We are going to go ahead and score at the 2-inch mark again. And then we're going to score at 5 1/4, 7 1/4, and 10 1/2. Once you get all those scored, we're going to come back and we're going to score at the 1-inch mark. We're going to do the same thing as last time, where you can either use your finger or you can use a piece of paper. But this time we're going to put the piece of paper or your finger at the 3-inch, so that way you can have it stop. We're going to go at the 1-inch mark and come to the 3-inch, and then we're going to come to the 6 1/4 right here, and we're going to stop at that 3-inch. Same thing. Okay, so that's all that's going to be. So we're going to go ahead and move this out of the way. We're going to take our scissors and we're going to trim off just like last time. We're going to trim this little piece out right here. And then we're going to do the same thing as last time, where we're going to take and just snip a little bit of the corner off like that. All right, so then we're going to come from the bottom. We're going to go ahead and trim all the way up these right here. And also, if you don't have a scoreboard, but you have like that Template Studio by We Are Memory Keepers, you can use that as a scoreboard. So my cousin asked me that the other day, and I thought, well, that would work perfectly. So, all right, so let's go ahead. So now that we have it like this, so now what we're going to do is go ahead and fold all of our crease lines. So I'm going to go ahead and take my bone folder and crease those out. All right, and then with the ones that are creased like this, where they're just like a little over halfway down, we're going to crease them the opposite way. So I'm just going to kind of crease those like that. Come back and do the same for this one. All right, so now we're all where we can just put it together like this. So at this point, I went ahead and, because I've already got mine ready to go, distressed ink, and I use the Archival Pink Peony, but use whatever you have. If you've got distressed inks or you know, Stampin' Up. Whatever you have for your ink pads, just find a lighter pink for this. All right, so what I did was I just took my little tool here, dipped it in, and then just kind of blended all of the edges. So I'm just going to show you a little bit here. So I'm just blending all these edges. Now I don't have to worry about this piece because it's going to be glued down, but like this piece I want, so I'm going to fold it in, and I'm going to go ahead and blend that out. All right, then make sure that you flip over and get this little edge here. All right, so then you're going to continue on. So like what I would do, and then I forgot whenever I was showing you guys folding, make sure you crease all these pieces as well. All right, so what I would do whenever I'm blending, I would fold all of those in, and I would come all the way down this way and blend as well. And then same thing, I would fold this to get this side. So it's just easier before you put it together. So I'll just do that to get all that blended out. And then I would continue to fold. So I'll do that and get this one. I wasn't too worried about this crease, but if you were, you could just pop it out a little bit and blend it out just like that. And then what I also did was I came back to all the edges and kind of took my ink pad like this to kind of brighten it up as well. Now you don't have to worry about this because it's going to be folded in. Just make sure when you're inking that it's going to show on both sides of this right here. So then, once you have it all inked up, what we're going to do is we're going to take our tape runner, and we're going to go ahead and get us some adhesive here. All right, and then you're going to fold it just like this, and this will just perfectly fold right on top of here. I say that, and then it's not. All right. So just like that. I'm gonna go ahead and get that out. All right, so just like this, and then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do just like I did last time, where these two are gonna fold in, and then these will fold like this. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and I would add, see, I must have, whenever I was scoring, so I'm gonna call that out right now, I must have scored off just a little bit. So make sure, and I will have these linked down below when you score. So you need to score at, so I'm gonna go ahead and put this here so you can take a screenshot. This is how I write down. I make a template and write them down. So hopefully you guys can see this, stop, pause, you know, write all these measurements down here. And I write on my bag so I know. So this is the 8.5 by 11, but we did the 6 by 11. So you would make this size. So on this size template, you would want to write 6 by 11. But these are all the same measurements except for you're going to be cutting at, your paper size is going to be 6 by 11, okay? So I probably should have had that screenshotted, but let me go ahead and take note here. So if this is your 6 by 11 paper, you would actually, where it says 5 inches here to do the score line, it would actually be 3 inches. And then the difference would be, that would be pretty much it, except for, you know, you don't have this much on here, 2 inches. So I hope that makes sense. So go ahead and take a screenshot of that or write it down and take notes so that way you have the exact measurements here. So that's what I like to do, and then I keep this as a template. Okay, so moving forward, what we're gonna do is, so like I said, what you would do is, mine's a little bit floppy here because obviously I got off a little bit. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and I would just add my tape runner to one side. I'd flip it over. I'd add the tape spreader to this one. Then I would take and fold these two in, all right? And then I would take the next one, fold it down. I would add adhesive on this side here and pop it down just like that. So then you would have your cute little box. Okay, so we already have ours. I've already got it inked up and ready to go. Now, for all my little pieces here, let me bring those in so you can see. I cut these out using the silhouette. These are two different. These are from the store. And it's the bunny's head, and then it comes, then I bought the bottom here. So this bottom piece here comes with the little feet and the bunny tail, and the top comes with the ear pieces and the little cute bow here and the eyes. So let me move those in here. I know you won't be able to see on that. Let me move them up here. Okay, so you have the cute little eyes. So these are two different, and I'll have the exact name of what these, and it comes with a cute little nose too. So I'll have the exact name of what to look for in the store. I still don't know how to share the files from the silhouette, so if anybody knows how to do that, let me know. So that way you guys can find them in the store really easy. But I will have the name down below so you guys can find these a little bit easier in the store. So like I said, it was two different ones. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna put the bunny on the top of the box here, and then on the back we're gonna have this cute little bum here on the back with his little feet. Okay, so what we're gonna do now is I'm gonna go ahead and ink all of these guys up. So what I'm gonna do for that is I'm just gonna take my ink pad here, and I should have used my cute little stitch die from Lawn Fawn for this circle, but that's okay. But let's see, so we're doing all of this from, this is a silhouette project. Now I'm sure there's probably something similar on the Cricut, just type in, you know, Easter bunny or bunny or something like that. So I'm gonna go around all of my edges just like this with my ink pad. Pop this guy off here. All right, so I'm just gonna carefully go all the way around all my little edges. I'm gonna show you how we're gonna come back and get in these little cracks. So I'm just going all the way around. Like so. Very carefully, because you don't want to have, you just barely want that edge. So I'll come back here in just a second with that. All right, so let's see. Let's go ahead and do his little feet here on the outside. And I'll probably zoom through this here in a second. I just wanted to kind of show you the basics. So we got that, and then let me show you how I'd get the inside of these. So I would take a Q-tip now, and I would dabble some of that on there. And then I would just go around my edges just like that with a Q-tip. But I would lay it down on my mat here, and then just carefully go all the way around the inside of my little spots here. So I'll do the same thing with any type of little cracks here. The Q-tips just really help to get in there. So once I come back, I'm probably gonna go ahead as well and come in and just add a little bit to all of the edging here to kind of get it to blend out just a little bit further in there to give it a little bit more of a shadow. So I'm gonna go ahead and do all of that, and we'll be right back. Now that we have all this inked up here, you could always come back and add a little bit of gray or something like that to kind of break that up a little bit as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and start on the back real quick. I'm going to start here, and I'm going to figure out exactly where I want his little feet and stuff to be. So I think he'll be good right in here. So I'm going to go ahead and do that now. So I'm going to go ahead and take my glue runner for this because it's a pretty big piece. I'm going to go ahead and add some adhesive. Just like that. All right, and I'm going to go ahead and try to center this up as best as I can. About right there. So I'm going to go ahead and just take my bone folder and put my hand inside and just kind of get that to lay down flat. Okay, so just like that. So the next piece that's got to go on is his little tail. So I'm going to try to figure out how I want that little tail to sit. Maybe something about like that. So since this is a smaller piece, I'm going to go ahead and just run it through my little Xyron sticker maker. And that's what I'm going to do with a few of these pieces here. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, just to kind of make it a little bit easier. All right, so pick that off. I'm going to pop that down. I think I'm actually going to stick it about like this. So maybe right about in here. So I'm going to get that down. All right, so I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to take my bone folder and just kind of push that adhesive down. Now, any little bits of adhesive that got left behind, I can come back with that little eraser that I had got for stuff like that. So don't worry about that if you've got one of these. That works out awesome. All right, so the next thing that we're going to do is the feet. So I'm going to go ahead and put those together. So these are just going to pop right on top of here. So I'm going to go ahead and glue those down. I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to run them through my little sticker maker. I'm just going to pop that guy through, and then I'm going to pop this one through. All right. This thing comes in handy when it's for little smaller pieces like this. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and pop this down. And like I said, don't worry about adhesive because you can come back with that. Now, if you don't have one, you would want to go ahead and start messing with that before you get it all laid down. All right. So just like that. And then we're going to get our next one. Just like that. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and take my same little eraser here and kind of get in there. Get any of those little pieces of adhesive out. Just like that. All right, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and run these guys through the sticker maker. Next. All right. Rip them out. If I can get this off. Okay. So I'm going to get his cute little feet on. So I think I'm going to get him something like this. Just like that. And then we'll get the next one on. Like that. So I'm going to do the same thing where I'm going to come back and take my bone folder and kind of push those down. Just like that. Okay, so far there's his cute little back. Isn't that looking super adorable? Okay, so now for the front, what we're going to do is this bunny's going to go right here. And then I figured, you know, we could, you know, put our little bow in to kind of hold it, or we could, you know, stamp a little sentiment or something like that. I haven't figured out what I want to do on mine yet, but if you were going to stamp a sentiment, you'd really want to do that while it was laying flat. So I'm going to go ahead and get him pieced together before I put him on there. All right, so what I'm going to do is figure out which way his little ears go. So I think about like that. Okay, so I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to run these through my sticker maker, and I think I can just get these together just like this. All right, and at the same time, I'm going to go ahead and run the hair bow through just so I can have those all together so you're not wasting so much of your adhesive. So just like that, and as that goes through, oop, let me push on this one. So pull those through. I'm going to kind of start pushing this guy right behind him so he can come through. Just like that. All right. So we're going to peel these off. So it's super easy. Now, if you didn't have this, you can use just, you know, your glue runner, or if you want to use like a glue tube like this. I'd actually planned on using that Lawn Fawn one, but I remembered my little sticker maker. So I was like, I actually will use this guy. Because I never usually have a lot of little tiny things to run through like that, but, and then I'll totally forget about it. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and take the cute little bow here. I'm going to pop it down just like that. And like I said, if you get any little adhesives, just bring back and your little eraser there. And I got this from Hobby Lobby, I think like $2.99, something like that. All right. And it was in the department where like your adhesives are. And then it was also back there in the arts and crafts where the like colored pencils and stuff is. All right, so I'm gonna take my bone folder again, just kind of pushing these down, just like that. All right, so now I'm gonna take his cute little eyes and figure out where I wanna stick this, and this is where his little face is gonna start to come to life. So, I'm gonna figure out if I wanna have them kind of close, and I'm gonna go ahead and use my glue tube for this. I could run those through my Xyron, but I think they're gonna be sticky to mess with, so I'm just gonna figure this out. So I think maybe something like that, or even a little more down. A little more down like that, I think is what I'll do. And so what I'm going to do at this point, I'm going to use my little tweezers here to get my glue on the back. Make it a little bit easier. And I've already lost it. All right, so let me go ahead and get my adhesive here on the back. Just like that. And like I said, we're going to go ahead and stick them right down here. So just like that. Let me get this one going. And let me see where I want to stick this one. Maybe right there. There we go, just like that. Okay. So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and take my white gel pen to kind of help bring those eyes to life just a little bit. So I'm going to go ahead and come in here and put some little white dots in here. Just like that to kind of help that a little bit. All right. So now what I'm going to do is get ready to pop this right up here. Now, I don't know. I'm not too happy about where those eyes are. Let me kind of space them out just. Oh, they're already down. That Lawn Fawn glue is pretty fast. All right. So I don't know. I think I should have brought them down maybe just a little bit more. But it's all right. So what we're going to do is have it just like this where he's like peeking over. And then you got his cute little bottom right there. So cute. All right. So let me go ahead. And what we're going to do is we're just going to add the adhesive on his little hands. And I may, no, just like that. So I'm going to go ahead. And what I did when I was messing with this in the, in silhouette, design area, what I did was I brought these down because I knew this was going to be 3 inches wide. So that's what I did was I brought this down to 3 inches wide. Same with this. I just brought it in. I think this was, yeah, I think I brought it in just a little bit so that way it wasn't completely covered. But look how cute that is. And you could have always came back and inked up the back side of his head. But look how cute it is, like he's peeking over that bag. Is that not adorable? And then there's his cute little backside. So you could either leave it open just like this to set the treats. These could be cute for somebody to take for school for their classmates, or even to for Easter baskets and stuff like that. So you could do like Happy Easter or anything like that here on the front. Like I said, I hadn't really figured out what I wanted to do about that yet. So I'm going to go ahead and leave it because I don't want to do something crazy and then it not look good. So I'm going to go ahead and leave it. But like I said, if you wanted to, you just do like a little Happy Easter. And then his little bottom, I just think it's so adorable. So I know what was throwing me off. It was his cute little nose. I forgot to add his little nose on there. So now, and then I added a little bit of rosy cheeks to him. So that way it kind of had a little bit of rosy cheeks. So there it is. I hope you guys found this helpful. If you did, please hit the like button down below and subscribe. And I'll see you on the next one.